I put the dog on the leash, and I just started walking back towards the car. She starts calling me homosexual slurs, like yelling at me, like calling me the F word. And up here, look at this. What do we got? Marine unit. Morning, boys. Don't even know how I cut myself. Looks like we got the mounted division down here somewhere too. Well, I'm off my bike right now, and I'm down at my my local trail, and it's very beautiful down here right now because of the leaves. It's about 8 a.m., 10 after 8 in the morning, and I think I'm going to go up into the nature trails up here, but I'm not going to ride. I'm pretty sure you can't ride your bikes on these trails. I don't know, and there's not many people around, but I've already seen a couple of people, but I'm not going to take any chances, so I'm just going to walk through it. The walk will do me good. You can come with me. It's got some stairs. I got to bounce the bike up here. I think I'll walk it for a bit. I see someone up here. Morning. Some ladies out doing a little sightseeing, bird watching perhaps. Little creek bed here. It's babbling brook right now, but when it rains, it gets flowing pretty good because it is also a city street runoff, a sewer, in a less eloquent term. Yeah, like I can mount my bike, but you know, I don't want to upset anyone right today. This early in the morning, let's keep people calm. And the walk will do me good anyways. And it gets me on this pathway too, because I haven't been on this path since it was still covered in ice and snow last time I walked this path. Quite nice though. Look how nice this is. Right in the city. And they can never develop this land because it's on floodplain. So this property will always stay like this. At least I think. Who knows? Who knows? Nice bridge here. I remember when this used to be a little wood bridge, rickety old wood bridge. Ooh, that got my attention. Huh. Oh, a couple dogs running loose. Holy, they're fast. These two black dogs running right now, holy, they're really fast. Morning. They your two savages? Yeah, nice. Oh, they black labs?
Yeah.
Black labs matter. How you doing, buddy? What you do? You come and see me. They're fast, eh? Yeah, they don't like the bike.
I think the bike.
What? Have a good day. Yeah. Yeah, the dogs, they don't know what to make of this bike. And plus, I'm also a little kitted out today. I got my chest rig on. A little kitted out. I got my green mirror glasses on. Yeah. Maybe that was a bad choice today, but hey, I like color coordinating with the fall colors. I don't know if green is so much a fall color, but wow, it's nice in here. Couldn't believe how fast those dogs were through the woods. Yeah, and that's why I don't want to mount the bike, because around the next corner is going to be another pedestrian, and yeah, I'm almost certain that these bikes aren't allowed on this trail. I don't think any bikes, even mountain bikes. And I've ridden this trail before, and I've also done a video. I think I was on this trail at midnight one time in pitch darkness. And you know, it wasn't the spookiest trail I've been on, but it was a little eerie. And there's also a lot of exposed roots, so it's not good for riding, especially my bike. full suspension mountain bike or a full suspension E mountain bike, yeah, it'd be fun. As a kid, I used to ride my BMX through here at full speed. But those kid days are long gone. I actually have a story if you want to hear it. And it kind of ties into safety, trail safety. Actually, I'll tell the story if you want to indulge me. I have lots of stories, but a lot of them I can't tell because a lot of them deal with, I don't know, fighting and stuff like that when I was younger. So that's my past, right? But I remember this would have been about 1993 or 1994. So I would have been about 23, 24, at the most 25 years old. So I'm walking where I got on the path, where I walked on the path up the little stairs. There's a little flat that overlooks it's a cliff. It's a cliff that goes down to the Humber River. I'd say it's about a 50, 60 foot drop. So I was here, and I had a dog at the time. I had an American Staffordshire Terrier named Ty. And he was about 80 to 90 pounds, and he was black with the brindle stripes. Beautiful, beautiful dog. So I couldn't let him off the leash because I could let him off the leash, but I didn't like letting him off the leash because he was intimidating looking. But I was here early one morning. I parked my car up at Lambton Arena, which is, a good little hike from here. And I came this way. I came from Lambton Arena down the hill, across the Humber River at the walking bridge, and I walked this trail up to the point where I brought my bike up the stairs today. So my dog was up ahead of me, and I let him off the leash because it was early Saturday or early Sunday morning. It was a sunny day, but it was freezing cold. My dog had a jacket on. It was freezing cold, and the pathway was covered in ice. It wasn't a good day for a hike, and I wasn't wearing spikes back then. I didn't even own a pair of spikes. So my dog was up ahead just doing his own thing. I wasn't expecting even anyone out here. So I come up the hill, and my dog comes around a corner, and he sees two little dogs, those Joan River dogs. I don't know what they're called. I put it up in the description or on the video. They're small little dogs. So I know my dog isn't going to do any harm to those dogs. So that wasn't his thing. But the dog and those two dogs were off a leash as well. And there was a lady walking them two dogs. So I would say at the most I was 25 years old, like I said, but 24-ish. I would say she was about 30. So right away, she starts screaming at me, "Get your dog away from my dogs. It's a pit bull. It's a pit bull. That dog should be on a leash." And her dogs aren't on a leash. So I was trying to catch up because I get it. He was an intimidating looking dog, right? But she's freaking out now. So I have my leash, the lead on me. So, and he had a harness. So I never put a collar on him. He always had a harness, even back then. So before harnesses were popular. So I harnessed him. I put the lead back on him, and I was just about to say sorry to her. And my dog didn't even do nothing. My dog was just sniffing them. If anything, those dogs were aggressive to my dog. My dog was completely okay with small dogs. Like if it was a big dog, it might have been a different story. But small dogs, he didn't care about. Could he have dispatched those two dogs in a blink of an eye? I understand that. And that's what she was embellishing the fact that he was going to do, and I knew he wasn't. Bear in mind, her dogs were off leash too. So I put the dog, and I put to say sorry, and she starts freaking on me, like, "You should know better, are you stupid?" She starts slandering me and calling me names. I'm like, whoa. So very early in the morning, there is no one else around, and I'm just thinking to myself, 24 years old too, and at the time I was about 240 pounds. I'm almost 6'1", so I'm not a small guy. And I'm just like, is this lady feeling? So this lady was obviously not in her right state of mind. So anyhow, I'm just like, I put the dog on the leash, and I just started walking back towards the car. She starts calling me homosexual slurs, like yelling at me, like calling me the F word. And I just stopped, and I'm 60, maybe 60 yards away from her, and because it was dead silence and it was all frozen, you could hear the echo. I hear clearly what she was saying, and I just looked down at my dog, Ty, and I looked at him, I go, "You want to go back, Ty?" You know what I mean? Like, this lady is freaking crazy. So anyhow, if it was a different person and she totally provoked me and totally antagonized me to the point where, if I would have went back and I would have did something to her, She had it coming, so to speak. I didn't. But I'm just saying. And that was, geez, if she had a cell phone back then, I had my first cell phone in 1995, and it was a brick phone. So I think in 93, 94, I think you still had those big cell phones. I'm pretty sure she didn't have a cell phone. So, trail safety. Don't act like a lunatic in the middle of a trail with a guy my size. But anyhow, that's the story. And it turned out I didn't do nothing to her. I'd even yell back at her. I'm just shaking my head like, this lady's crazy. Oh, nice story, huh? I'll continue on with my my walk and ride. Now, that was a guy, people. If that was a guy doing that, well, yeah, 100% a different outcome. 100%. So what do they got? The path blocked off up here. Or, well, path blocked off to bicycles anyways. Yeah, I'm not lifting my bike over. Oh, I could go around it. No, I'm just gonna come back over here and remount the bike. I think it's safe to do so. Hope that lady's not around with her two little Joan Rivers dogs. She'll remember me from, what would that have been, 30 years ago? Yeah, about 30 years ago. Morning. Morning, hey, nice dog. Oh, it's really beautiful, exceptionally beautiful through here. I've always been meaning to walk up this hill. And the camera doesn't do it justice, but this hill is freaking steep. I don't recall ever walking up this hill and seeing where this goes. Like, obviously the trestle bridge for the trains is just right up there. But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do that today. I got my my editing crew is still here. Surprised the animals haven't been eating these. Yeah, I wonder if she's gonna get off her bike. I didn't think so. You see how fast she's going? She's doing minimum 30, minimum. I've seen her before too. This is one of her daily routines, I think. This guy's down here quite a bit too. I don't know what he's training for. Maybe the end of the world, who knows? I've nodded my head to him a couple times now. I don't know. I don't know where his headspace is, but he seems friendly enough. Oh, we got up here. Big Doberman, yeah. Big old Doberman. Nice. Well trained too. How you doing, brother? Nice dog. Yeah, I tell you, whether you like Dobermans or not, I happen to like them. I knew a guy that had a couple, and they're highly intelligent. Nice dogs. No good in the winter though. That's a problem. Not enough fur on them. Sort of a Rottweiler is a similar type dog, but a little more meat and a little more fur. Yeah, when I was a kid, this trail here, you could walk over to that bridge abutment. You could walk over there, but since they built it up, because it gets flooded out here when there's a rainstorm or in the spring thaw. Another Tour de France guy just went by. He was probably doing over 40 kilometers an hour. Yeah, like I said, I haven't had any run-ins with them yet of any sort of notoriety, but I'm telling you. This is what 19 kilometers feels like. Posted speed limit's 20 maximum. Yeah, the guy living in the woods there is still there. I think this is going to be his third winter. I've never talked to the guy. I've seen him just in his camp there. I haven't, obviously I wouldn't know who he is on the trail, but I haven't gone in and introduced myself, and I don't know if I ever will. But that don't matter either way, anyways. Not easy living in there. What's going on up here? Look at this. What do we got? The Marine unit. Morning, boys.
Good morning. How are you?
Good, good. Doing a little training today?
Yeah.
Training today. Yeah, I've seen you guys down here a few times.
Yeah, well, we do the simple stuff, like we go over it today, because we isn't the river that you're going to be doing an actual rescue in. But then on Thursday, we end up going to Minden.
Yep. Doing the Gull River.
Doing the Gull River up there.
Yep.
So
Yep.
that's where
it gets a little more serious.
Yeah.
You
got to go through it at least. You don't want your first time being down there.
No, it's good.
Like this bike.
Well, I like it. I love it.
This is the pedal assist.
Yes,
right?
yes.
So
it's all legit. Done.
get a picture of the
Yeah,
name
go ahead.
of it. My son wants one so bad.
Yeah, they don't make this particular model anymore.
No.
But the company is still.
It's just the name. It's just one name.
It's a dual battery bike. It's got a long range and it's a cargo bike.
Yeah. So, it's a nice one. That's
Yeah.
what my son. He says, I want something that has
Oh yeah.
two things in
Really?
the front and back.
How old's your kid?
30.
Yeah. Okay. That's good.
Yeah.
Well, that's the way to go, because that way you can do what I do.
Exactly.
You know, I can kit this up. I've had this bike kitted up with over 100 pounds. I've done overnight camps, winter camps
Oh,
on it. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah. It's not too kitted up today. Where are you going, down to the falls?
we're gonna go. I'm pretty far away up in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, we go to the, I think 5 falls up.
You just drive the truck right down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we just drive it.
I guess don't give you guys a hard time for that. I was just talking to a sergeant. I didn't get him on camera there from the Marine unit. They're doing some training today, and you heard that he was. They're going up to the Gull River. What, next week? He said. I think he said. Which I know that river too, up in Minden. It's used. I think it was used as an Olympic training river. But yeah, there's quite a few cops down here. I'm quite chatty with the cops lately, eh, people? Jesus, that is unlike me. Sergeant took a picture of my bike there under the guise that he wanted to show his 30-year-old son. Whatever. You heard what I said to him. I'm all legit anyways. Nothing to hide, people. Not today anyways. At the end of the day, cops are people too, but I don't get too cozy with them, I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that. Lately I have been talking to him a bit more, and I don't know. That guy, I just happened upon that crew. More nosy than anything. Do a little recon, a little intel. Always a group of kids down here. Always. I don't know, would that be a school group? I don't know. It gotta be. It's 8:45. Maybe it's they're meeting up with the rest of their classmates. Old Mill subway station. I was down here, I guess it'd be about 2-3 weeks ago now. I did a day camp in the bushes up on the right up here, and when I was breaking camp, I noticed a tarp, or what I thought was a tarp. Actually, I thought it was a Mylar space blanket, and the sun was hitting it. But anyhow, so I go over to investigate, and it was actually a brown tarp, and the sun was hitting it, and there was a guy, I can't remember his name, but he was in there, and he told me that he was in there. He's a bird watcher and nature. He watches the animals and whatnot. So, and he camps. He did a couple overnight camps there. So I'm going to come up, I'm going to go through this trail, and I'll switch over to the GoPro for better stabilization, because right now I'm filming on my my secondary phone. It's a Samsung Android phone on my handlebar mount, and I'll switch to the chest rig on my GoPro 12. Just better stabilization. I've seen some deer in here. It's a nice trail. With the canopy and the leaves still on the trees, it does get quite dark in here still. I was in here, I don't know, about a month ago, and there was some, this tree is still, obviously it's still somewhat down. It was leaning up against this tree here, but there was more trees down, and I cut them out of the way. So prior to me cutting them, you couldn't do what I just did there. Had my my handsaw with me that day, as I do today. One time there was a large homeless encampment in here, and it's been out of here, I guess, 3 years now. This will be the third winter it's been gone out of here, and I seen it when it was fully active. I walked through here with my friend, and we happened upon it. We didn't know there was one in here, or I think my friend did. But I certainly didn't. And we came upon it, and yeah, it was large. The homeless encampment was all up on the hill here. They had water, apparently. They had electricity. They had quite a refined homeless encampment setup. But then I touched on it in one of my videos before. I think the leader of that camp, he suffered frostbite, and they had to the EMS had to extricate him out of here, and hence they shut down the camp after that. That brought too much unwanted attention to it. So, like I said, when I was down here, I did my day camp. It was in over back in there, and that's where that guy was, back in there. Like I said, can't remember his name, but he was a nice enough guy. He gave me a little tour of the woods, and nice enough guy. Kind of quite knowledgeable too of world events, and definitely of this wooded area. Yeah, like I've said in a few of my videos, when you think you're alone in the woods in Toronto, you're not. There are literally people everywhere, and you might not see them, but they see you. That is for sure. Trail gets a little bumpy through here, but you can see I'm filming on my GoPro again, so stabilization should be okay. I've seen someone up there. To my left, I think it's a woman walking her dog. It's amazing what, in my eyesight's not the best. And it's amazing what you can pick up through the woods. Just little subtleties of movement, and 99 times out of 100, if you thought you saw something, you did. And when you don't catch up to what you think you've seen, your mind starts playing tricks on you. But I already noticed there's people. Okay, so now it's 8:52 a.m. and there's already people in the woods lurking around, like me. Hey. I've never been down this pathway before, so bear with me. Oh, I got some. What do we got here? Some cardinals, a male cardinal. Cardinal. Yeah, this trail's gonna get tight. Yeah, too tight, so I'll turn around. Not meant for my bike. It's more of a hiking trail. Now I know, right? Now you know too, people. Morning. I bring my bike in here. I think I'll have some of my coffee and maybe even set up a little fire. Look at the size of this log. Got a built-in seat today, people. But what I will point out here, I'm right below the Bloor Street Bridge, car bridge, right here. So it's going to be a little noisy, but not so bad. And over there's the Old Mill Subway Bridge. And on the bike today, I brought some hardwood kindling, and I have my solo stove on the front of the bike. And that log is gigantic. Big tree. Huge. No bark on it. So I'm going to set up here with a little bit of a fire. Don't even know how I cut myself. Don't even know. I think I caught it on a branch or something. But anyhow, I'll dip into the first aid kit. Don't even know how it happened. No idea. I don't even know where it's coming from. It's nothing serious anyways, it's annoying, right? Whenever you get a hand cut, anyone knows it gets a hand cut. The blood makes it look worse than it is. I don't even know where it is. Not blood though. Oh, where is it? Right there? Oh, there it is. So I don't know what I cut myself on, but there it is. And I'm starting a fire, so I'll burn all this off. Yeah, people, yeah, you're asking, well, why would you put a Band-Aid on that, Dewey? Yeah, well, I'm asking myself the same question, but just so I don't get blood everywhere. And like I said, all this will be burnt off in my solo stove. First time I've ever had to dip into this first aid kit. This one. And this is hardwood. No more cedar. And like I said, there's my medical waste going in the fire. Normally I don't burn garbage, but... And I even lost a little piece there. Hardwood burns a lot nicer than that cedar that I was burning the last time in the stove. Yeah. My hands were cold too, so this was it's a welcome fire. Coffee. Oh, that's good. You can hear the cars in the subway. I would imagine that you can. But it's not, you know, it's not a bad little spot here. Behind my camera and the bike, you know, people can see me, but you know, they can't see the fire. Well, maybe not. Don't matter anyways, I don't care. And then we got this giant log over here, which I've already pointed out. This log is massive. Nice to have a fire. It's a good setup, man. I'm you know, I'm not patting my own back here, but it's tried, true, and tested. And yeah, I can't complain about this setup. Get a fire going like quick, pretty much anywhere, and it's a self-contained fire. It's a low smoke signature fire, low to none, and it throws off some heat. And my legs are getting warm, my hands are warm. You've seen people, I almost lost a finger, almost lost half a digit. If I didn't have that first aid kit, I would have bled out in the woods. That's throwing off some heat now. That feels good. So just to give you an understanding of where I'm at, obviously it's not a super stealthy location. But if I were to put my my bike cover on, my camel bike cover, I wouldn't be seen coming from that direction on that road, and that's closed to traffic anyways. But pedestrians use that. Like, people could come up through these trails back here and obviously see me, but I'm not trying to be too stealthy today. Yeah, and that's the setup. Just put a couple big chunks of hardwood in there. That'll last a while. That's where I'm at, and this log is nice and warm. Oh yeah, very comfortable sitting upright. I'm just breaking up my camp right now. I finished my coffee. That's what I usually do. It takes me a long time to drink a coffee, so when I do that, I have a fire and just relax and collect my thoughts and enjoy nature. And so yeah, so today on the ride, I went through some nice nature trails. I encountered the Toronto Police Marine Unit. They gave me a little background on what they're doing down here. And I told you a story of when I was in my mid-20s, of kind of an unpleasant encounter on the trails that I actually rode through today. So you got any questions or concerns, or you want to add any of your stories to to my comment section, by all means do so. I try to get to all the comments, and it's not that hard for me really, because there's not too many. But anyhow, thanks for watching. Enjoy your day. Bye.